Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're keeping busy. It's a really nice day today, nice and sunny. So I thought we'd do some nice heart openers. Hopefully it's still sunny when you're obviously doing this. I think every time the sun's out, everyone's like, quick, go for a walk. So yes, hope you all get outside at some point this week whilst it's dry, because we've had a bit of a rubbish week with weather, really, haven't we? Um, so we're going to start standing. So come and find your space, feet underneath the hips. Okay, use the mat if you like. I've got carpet, it's just nice and soft, so I'm just going to take the mat away today. So just start to walk through the heels. Yeah, even though it's sunny today, it is still really cold, so the body might just naturally click about a little bit. So you just want to find a little bit of movement there. Okay. And then just bring the heels down. Just check that the feet are underneath the hips there, and just rock the weight forward and back. So just into the balls of the feet and then the heels. So you can just start to feel those calf muscles working and engaging. Okay, and then just let your feet just land nice and flat. So we're going to just close the eyes and think from the feet up, and just think about alignment through the body. So just spread out the toes. Just widen the base of your feet as much as you can. Just think about the 3 points of your feet. So you want to think about the base of the big toe, the ball of the foot, base of the little toe, and then the heel. And try to just spread the weight evenly through those 3 points. So you might find that your body is rocking slightly side to side or forward or back. Yeah, that's very natural and normal for us to still be moving. And then just bring your attention to the knees. So we want to just soften them slightly. We don't want to lock out the legs too much. And just have a bit of tension in the top of the legs, so the quads, thigh muscles there. And then when we come up to the hips, I want you to now place your hands onto them. And we're just going to tilt the pelvis forward and back. So we always do this at the beginning of most of the sessions. It's a really nice and easy way to find our neutral spine, which is where the core is engaged. And that is the position we want ourselves to be in for all of our core grounded exercises. So as you're tilting the pelvis, just work through those two extremes, releasing through the lower back, driving the hips forward. Okay. So just take your time. And then I want you to take this side to side as well. So you're keeping the legs straight here and just releasing one heel off at a time. So we're just starting to C-shape the spine, move the hips in a slightly different way. Okay. And then let the heels come down. And then we're going to circle the hips. But as you circle the hips, keep the shoulders, keep the chest open, and everything else is still. So we're just moving from the hips down. Once you've done this about 4 times one way, slowly just reverse it. And just notice how the lower back feels as you circle round. Is there any tightness there today that you need to try and release? And then bring your pelvis back, and we're going to tilt forward and back again. This time we're going to find neutral spine. So find that point in the middle between those two extremes. Engage through the tummy muscles. Think about any drawing down from the tailbone. Okay, and then close your eyes again. So now let's just come up towards the chest. So we want to just bring the shoulders back so the chest can open. So you might just want to roll the shoulders back here. All right, just continue that a few times with the eyes closed, and just listen. Notice if one shoulder feels slightly different to the other today. Again, because it's quite cold, there might be the odd click or clunk going on. So just relax the arms and just let the shoulders do all the movement here. And just breathe with this. So we want to breathe in through the nose and then breathe out through the mouth. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out, nice and slow. So just do this a few more times with the shoulders, and then on this last one, just let the shoulders come all the way down. So we want to find more length in the neck. So you can feel the top of the shoulders are activated, the muscles at the upper back are working, and we're keeping those shoulders pulled back so our chest can open. Then from here, just open your eyes, continue to breathe nice and easy, and then you're going to take your head over to one shoulder. So we're just tilting it to the side. So we're engaged here, shoulders are down, and we're breathing nice and steady. Just in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then just take that over to the other side. Good, and then just bring your head back to the center. From there, just let your chin drop down towards the chest. And then just take a few rolls side to side. So just slowly let the chin drop down, just roll, chin to each shoulder there. Just try and find some release through the back of the neck. Okay, and then just bring your head down. Lift the head again, and then we're going to breathe in, take the arms up. We're going to exhale and take them wide. Okay, so I want you to just open the palms to me, bring your arms back, and then we're going to bend the knees, soften the upper back, and tap forward. So breathe in, open, exhale, close. So breathe in and breathe out. Just feel that chest open as much as you can. You can really take those arms back if it feels good, and then just release and round through the back of the body. And really get your breath to just connect with that movement as well. So you should feel your shoulders getting warmer here. You should feel the upper back muscles really working. Feel those shoulder blades squeeze together as you open the chest. Yeah, just do this a couple more times. And then we're just going to open, relax the arms down, and then we're just going to take some side bends. So just reaching to the right and left, just sliding the hand down towards your knee, just to begin with. And let's get that breath to connect. So breathe into the middle, exhale down. Itchy eye there. And then if you want to, you can reach your arm further away and just find a deeper stretch down the side of the body. Okay? So we're focusing on opening the chest today, but we're also going to try and release and just ease some tension out of the back as well. So after a couple more of these side bends, we're then going to go straight into some roll downs, but we're just going to come down about halfway. So when you're ready, let the chin drop down to the chest, let the shoulders drop forward, start to let the upper body go. Bend the knees slightly and just roll to about that halfway point. And then from there we just reverse, slowly roll back up until your head is the last thing to lift. So breathe in, exhale, soften down. Good. And then just slowly roll up. And we're going to just repeat this sometimes now to ourselves. So just go at your own pace. Really try and feel every vertebrae. So shoulders first, just the upper back really. We're only sort of getting to the mid back. We're not focusing too much on the lower back just yet. Okay. Do this once more. Okay, and then we're going to add this with our side bend. So when you next come up, we're going to now take one arm up, take a side bend over to the right. You're going to bend your knees, continue that momentum round. So then you release into that fold just about halfway. Roll up through the center, keep everything neutral there, and then we repeat on the left. So we breathe in to lift, we exhale to soften forward. And when you soften forward, bend those knees. Roll up through the center, and then just repeat. So just find your own natural rhythm with this. It's really up to you, and depending on how your body feels, how far you go with it, okay? So if you want to, you can bend the knees a bit further, or you can just keep the legs a bit straighter and find that stretch then down the back of the hamstrings. You can start to work here rather than just the back, okay? And that will naturally help release your lower back. So really give into the fold, okay? So we're just softening to the side, releasing forward, and then rolling up through the middle. Let's try and do this once more on each side. Keep it really slow, really controlled. We don't want to rush this movement. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a full circle. So we're just going to do this a couple of times. We're going to come all the way over. Instead of rolling up through the center, continue it round. So then you open out to the other side in your side bend. Yeah, take that full circle. And then we're going to reverse. So we come over to the left, soften into your fold. Side bend to the right, and then come up. So we're switching the arms. So think left arm first, and then as you side bend over to the other way, your right arm comes up to open, okay? So this is really good for the shoulders, the chest, the back, everything. It's just gonna get everything moving and mobile. So we lift, drop. When you come into your side bend, roll that top shoulder back, open the chest. Okay, just do once more on each side. When you finish, just stay standing. And again, just move the body, let the hips round if you need to. Okay, cool. So let's just revisit that neutral spine then. Okay, we're going to take our feet out just a little bit wider, and we're just going to take some squats. So I want you to bend the knees, bring the hips back. So we bring the weight into the heels, just let the arms come forward to help you balance. So exhale down, breathe in to lift. And just start to get those legs a bit warmer, everybody. So weight right back. Engage through the tummy to keep the back straight. Relax the shoulders. Okay. Then what we're going to do is add a twist. So I want you to come down, reach your arms to the right or left first, it's up to you, back to the center and lift. It's better just stay this way and that way. Reach, come back and rise. So you're holding in your squat lower. As you twist, keep the hips still. So what I commonly see sometimes is this, we start to move, right? So we want it, that's very exaggerated. So when you're down here, just think about isolating the upper body from the lower body, and then lift. Okay. Let's try and keep the spine long. If this is too much, just stay with the normal squats, yeah, just singles. But with the twist, you have to find that engagement a little bit more through the tummy. Okay, last one each side. Nice way to get the legs warm. And then rise. Okay, and then just walk the legs, take them out nice and wide. So we're going to keep the feet parallel. So legs as straight as you can. Squeeze through the quads. Think about lifting up and out of the hips. We're going to take the arms wide. Bring the palms together. Point the index fingers forward, cross the thumbs, and then we're going to keep the legs as straight as we can. Keep the arms straight as well. And then open the chest. So as you come down, try and keep that back as long as possible. And then tap down as far as you can go. So shin, ankle, or towards the foot. Then we're going to squeeze the muscles engaged to come back to the center and then tap to the other side. Okay? So just alternate now to each leg. Exhale down. Breathe in, lift. Exhale down. Okay? So as you're changing to each side, just check in with the legs. Do you need to soften the knees a little bit? If so, bend both. We don't want to turn it into a lunge. Can you control? So squeeze through the leg muscles, squeeze through the tummy muscles as you lift and lower. It's a very simple movement, but it's very easy to lose the balance. So think about engaging the whole time, because if we engage as well with those leg muscles, that also protects our knees. So they stop them rolling in and sort of moving in any niggly bad habits. Okay, last one each side. Then come back to the center. Bring the heels in. Arms just relax. Now we're going to bend the knees. We're going to take a deep breath in. Circle the arms, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, sigh. So breathe in and release. Breathe in and let it go. So as you breathe out, we drop the hips. We take a full circle with those arms. And what we're looking at doing here, just keep going, is keeping the back long. So as I'm dropping down and lifting, I'm not arching through the lower back. I'm still staying controlled through the core. Keep the chest open. Keep those shoulders down and relaxed. Good, last two. And then lift. Bring your feet in, and then let's start to come back to our roll downs. So really back focused today. So when you're ready, let the chin drop down. Start to follow that all the way down towards the floor. So soften your knees as much as you need to. Find that full fold. Then we're just going to roll back up to stand. Slowly lift. Exhale and release. Okay, and this time you're going to stay in that fold. Okay. Walk your hands forward. Just take downward dog. So I want you to press into the hands. Just walk the heels. Have a bit of movement there through the legs. Okay. And then you're going to come onto your knees. We're going to go straight back into child's pose. So just let your hips come back to your heels. Just soften and release through the lower back. Take a little wriggle around in the hips if that feels good. Okay, and then from there, let's come onto our front. So we're going to take a prone position. So lengthen the legs away. Your arms are going to come out into, we've done this before, but not for a while, VW. So we start off here with our arms wide. So I'll show you seated. Okay, so you'll be on your front. It's a lot easier to explain this way, I've discovered. So palms facing down on the floor, okay? So you're going to squeeze the glutes, you're going to squeeze the muscles in the back, so engage everything. And think about those shoulders really coming down. Think about this exercise that we do quite a lot, yeah? When those shoulders are down, that's where we want to be, even when our arms are up. So if you think there's a difference from here to here. So you're going to breathe in first, and then as you exhale, you're going to bend your elbows. As that happens, you're going to try and lift your chest off the floor. As you breathe in, you lengthen the arms back out and the hands come back down. Okay, so you're bending, that's your W, and then your V. Okay, so on the floor, it looks like this. So we engage the muscles in the legs, we squeeze the glutes. We're then going to breathe in, we exhale, squeeze and lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, breathe in. Okay, if you need to take some pressure off, you can slide the hands along the floor, depending on your floor, and take a bit of pressure off. So you're just putting a bit of weight into the hands. So you want to squeeze all the upper back muscles, just trying to lift that chest up. Okay, keep your eye gaze down to protect the neck. We want to try and keep our neck in line with the rest of our back. Good, try and take a few more of these. Okay, and then from there, just take a moment to rest, just let your head come onto your hands. We're going to bring our attention then to our lower body. So I want you to just start, when you're ready, to just take single leg lifts. Just keeping the head resting down, squeezing the glutes. You're not trying to lift the leg up as high as possible to bring the hips up. You want to keep the front of the pelvis connected to the floor the whole time. You're really thinking about squeezing and lengthening through the leg, yeah, rather than how high it's coming up. Just keep all those muscles engaged. Stay nice and tight through the muscles. If anyone wants to, you can do doubles, so you can take both legs at the same time. Remember, we're exhaling to lift, breathing in to lower. Okay, a few more. Hopefully you feel those legs getting a little warmer. And then we come back to child's pose. So just gently push back, hips to heels, releasing through the lower spine. If you prefer, you can stay here or take a forward fold. It's up to you. Okay, and then when you're ready, come up and let's take a seated position. So bring your legs in front. So first exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to lean back for this one. You can either stay on your hands, or if you're quite comfortable, come onto your elbows. It's up to you, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to circle. So you're going to keep the knees bent, but you're going to kind of be having a bit of a circular action like this. So I'm probably better showing this from the diagonal. So as you're leaning back, whether you're on your elbow or your hands, you want to make sure that your chest is open. You're trying to keep your back as long as possible. Now when you release those feet off the floor, you should naturally feel the abs engage already, okay? You want your knees to not come any further past your hips. You want them to stay in line with your hips, so the core stays engaged. So we've used this before to sort of do toe taps in the past, but what we're going to do is have a circular motion with the feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and paint a circle down, and then you're going to take a full circle till you come back to where you were. Then you just reverse that. So you're going to the right and left. And you can see as my knees, as my feet come out, my legs just lengthen slightly. Yeah, that is where your core is going to be working the hardest. So I want you to just take a full circle each way. All right, this will probably look different for all of us as well. Okay, to make it harder, you aim lower and longer. To take some intensity off, don't go as low, okay? What we all want to focus on though is trying to keep those hips on the floor. So as you're coming round, you don't want to sort of start doing this where the hip fully comes off the ground, yeah? That was very exaggerated. You want to try your best to keep that hip anchored down. is naturally going to lift slightly. You want to try and keep it towards the floor. Okay? Okay, and exhale on the hardest bit. So that is going to be when your feet are coming out and away from you. So exhale, inhale to reset. Okay, just have a few more plays of this. All right, last one on each side. Oh, I can feel that. And then come back, sit yourself up. All right, we're going to take the legs away and just take a forward fold just to stretch out the back of the hamstrings. You just breathe in through the nose, exhale slowly out through the mouth there. Okay, and then just slowly roll up when you're ready. We're going to stay in this position, but we're going to bring one leg in. So I want you to bend the leg, bring the foot flat on the floor. So whichever leg you've pulled in first, that is where we're going to twist towards. Okay, so we're going to take a seated twist. Option to sit on something if you want for extra height. So first thing we're going to do first, here naturally our back's probably going to round a little bit. So we want to bring our hand behind us. Okay, so if I've got my left knee in front, I'm going to twist to the left. And to do that, I'm literally going to wrap this opposite arm around, hug my leg and turn. So the chest and shoulders come towards that leg. So we've got this twist, we've got this pressure, so it's good because we want to build heat in the body here. So just breathe in, really focusing on lifting and lengthening through the spine. And then as you exhale, try and relax your shoulders down your back. Okay, so we've got a really strong kind of spine focus today with this one. Lots of movements to just sort of keep that mobility. I think it's really important at the moment for us to focus a little bit more on our back and shoulders, because at the moment we are naturally spending more time probably sat down than we realise. A lot more time at home, maybe watching telly and things like that. So naturally our posture is probably going to drop forward a little bit. Okay, just take one more breath there in that twist, and then we're going to repeat exactly the same but just on the other side. So bend the other leg, bring the hand behind, use that hand behind to press into the floor and help turn you around. And then just breathe in, lift, and then exhale and let those shoulders go. Good, take one more breath. And then just extend out, and then from here just bring your hips forward slightly, bend the knees, feet stay flat, and let's come to our roll downs. So we're going to keep it nice and basic again this week. So feet stay hip width apart. As you exhale, let's start to roll down. So just draw belly button to spine, rolling down about halfway, and then breathe into rise. So we're keeping this movement really simple today because I want us to think about trying to go further rather than adding on any twists or arm actions, okay? So breathe in to rise, exhale to lower. Remember your options to keep your hands behind the legs, or you can take them off. So test that core strength. If you want to, you can come all the way down, maybe come past that halfway point, go a little bit lower, and then see if you can come back up from there. So breathe out, controlled as you go down. Breathe in, just as controlled on the way up. Okay. Let's go for 2 more. On this last one, we're going to come down, keep going, but I want you to find your way onto your back. Slowly imprint every vertebra into the floor and then bring your knees to chest, everybody. So just give your lower back a little massage. Maybe just take the knees around in circles a few times just to massage through the hips there as well. Okay, and then you're going to release your left leg, keep hold of your right knee, just pull it in towards you. And then we're going to take this knee across the body, so very gently, just start to draw that knee across. You're going to feel your right hip release from the floor, and then just put a little bit of pressure into the outside of that knee with your left hand. So you can start to feel this stretch down here, okay? It'll be towards the outside of the hip, maybe the glute as well, and then down the outside of that thigh muscle, okay? Just find that twist, find that stretch. Try and relax the shoulders as much as you can. And then find that on the other leg as well. So extend the leg away, pull that other knee in. And then take it across when you're ready. And then from there, just bring your knee back into the center then. Just take a full body stretch. Just take any movements that might feel nice at this point. Might feel good actually to just bring the soles of the feet together and just let the knees just fall out to the side. Just take a few breaths. Just try and let the out breath just soften the muscles and just relax all the joints there. Just have this feeling of just being open through the front of your body. Just notice how the shoulders feel, how your back feels. Just breathe very naturally, just at your own pace. Okay, and then when you're ready in your own time, just bring yourself to roll onto one side and back up to seated. Okay, so just cross the legs and just let those shoulders roll again. Just bring some movement back in. Might want to do this forward as well. Maybe just tilt the head again side to side. Or even just take another twist or side bend, yeah? So just do what feels right. And then we'll just take one last breath in. So just take a deep breath, lift the arms, bring your hands through the center. And thank you. Well done, guys. So, yeah, any questions as always, just let me know. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.